Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. I hope you're having a great day. I'm Cami McNamara, and I'm here to talk to you about one of my core habits that I implement in my business as a web designer, and that is to delay all my email responses. Before I get into that, I want to share a little bit about who I am. Um, as I said before, I've been running a web design business out of my home office in Seattle, Washington for 24 years. And a few years ago, I decided to start a newsletter called Web Designer Habits. And I share a habit each week that you can adopt in your business that's going to help you have a better flow to your workday and just to help make your life easier as a web designer. You can sign up for that at webdesignerhabits.com. The link will be in the show description below. I say show because I'm going to repurpose this on the WebCami Podcast. So you can listen to it at your leisure. You don't have to watch it on YouTube. So anyway, we can get into the habit of just being somebody who answers emails all day if we're not careful and not have time for work. And I have certainly learned this the hard way. So I have to say that we have this instinct that when something comes into our mailbox, we want to deal with it. It's tugging at us all the time. If you take weekends off, you're probably checking your email anyway, just to make sure that nobody's having an emergency or something like that. But oftentimes clients will email us after hours, and some clients are just doing that to check that off their to-do list. Like they're just thinking about it at the time. And it doesn't necessarily mean they're expecting you to reply right away. If you have clients that are always emailing you on a Sunday or a Saturday or at 10 o'clock at night or at 2 in the morning, and you hear back from them, you get into work at 8 o'clock in the morning and they're like, hey, I emailed you and I haven't heard back from you. Those are clients that you should probably reconsider having be your clients because that's unreasonable. And in our quest to be good service providers, sometimes we can actually be harmful to ourselves. So this week, I want you to consider delaying all email responses. And that means that you are not going to hop right in and deal with their problem the minute you read it in your inbox. So I use a tool called Mixmax. There are others. I'm a Gmail person, so I use Workspace. And I have a bunch of email templates that I use, but I also have the ability to schedule when an email goes out. So even if I can't suppress that need that I have to answer to the client email right away, I can still type the answer, but send the email at the end of the day. So it isn't like you sent me an email and look, 5 minutes later, 2 seconds later, 10 minutes later, I'm responding back to you. I try to make those emails go out in this at the same time block I have to check email. So the client starts to understand, yes, Cami's going to get back to me, but it isn't going to be an instant reply. You don't want to be so responsive that it harms you when you're not responsive. And we all have times when we're not responsive. You could have a vacation. You could have friends in town. I have a friend coming into town from high school this week, and I don't know what my work schedule is going to be, but I blocked off my time so I would have no meetings, and I'm not going to be out of office, but I'm also not going to be as accessible as I normally am. So you are always training your clients how to interact with you. And if you can resist that need that you have, and maybe like I said, oftentimes I'm giving into the need that I have to actually reply right away, but I'm scheduling it to go out later. So that is my web designer habit tip of the week. if you are interested in subscribing to my newsletter, just go to webdesignerhabits.com and you can sign up. I also have a small Facebook group of really cool web designers that you can connect with. It's at WebCami Cafe on Facebook. You can also check out the webdesignerhabits.com website. I have 52 habits there, and those are evergreen, stay in place 52 habits, so one a week. The newsletter changes up a little bit, and I repeat core habits like this one. This is a habit that absolutely will change your workday. And so you're always having to you practice your habits. You don't just master them instantly. So if you get the newsletter, you get 16 new habits a year. So I just really want to say thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, I would absolutely love it if you would give me a like, maybe leave me a comment. I'm trying to build this channel, and as you can see, I have a very small amount of followers, and I'm just hoping that with consistency, I can grow this over time. And my true purpose is I just really want to help other web designers navigate running your business. I am a WordPress designer first. I also do some Squarespace, but it doesn't really matter what your tool is, because as a web designer, we have businesses that we have to run, and how you run that business is going to be the measure of your success. So I hope you have a great Sunday. I really want to appreciate you tuning in, and just don't drop everything and answer emails all week. You have work to do, and so do I. All right. I hope you have a great Sunday, and I'll see you next week.